you know, they are from an African background as well as a religious background, so they didn't really understand. Like, they think it's a phase, and you know, they will once in a while say to me, "Oh, when are you getting married?" Blah blah. So it's a bit weird. I mean, they know, but they're not really supportive of it. Yeah, it actually has, in a sense where I did have a devout. I was a devout Christian, and I still do have a personal relationship with God, but I don't really go to church as much as I used to because, you know, I didn't really feel comfortable there. There was certain sermons and stuff, like, you know, when they were like been bashing gay people, and I'm just like sitting there like feeling weird. So I just feel like if I have a personal relationship with God, then, you know, He's put me. He knows He's the one who made me, and He's the one who put me in this path. I must be gay for a reason. So, well, yeah, there's obviously, like I said, negative and positive. Like, some people are open to it, and they'll be like, yeah, you know, I like the way you just like your style. Other people will be like, not really understanding, oh, you're a girl or you're a boy. But it is, I mean, like I said, it is how I feel comfortable dressing. So like, I want to be a boy, or I'm dressing like this because now I'm gay. No, it's just that I've always been a tomboy since, as long as I can remember, since I was like 3 probably. So it's a thing where it's been constant through my whole life. So it's not something that just happened overnight. Yeah, so I don't really care what everyone else says about me. As long as I'm comfortable with what I'm doing, then I'm good. I feel like, personally, because I mean, when I do go on holiday, I don't feel like I'm like myself. I mean, like, because not a lot of my family over there do know that I'm gay, so it's like 10 times worse. They'll call the pastor and the auntie and the uncle to come and pray for you and all that shit. So it's a bit of a madness, but other than that, I mean, being gay is illegal. So it's like, I think it's, if you're gay and anybody else who knows that you are gay and hasn't said anything could like go to jail. Like, obviously, I never really thought anything of it. I was young, but then like throughout secondary school, it was like okay. And then when I did like go get into a relationship with guys, it was just felt so forced and just weird. And like, first time I've actually like was with a girl, which was probably in college times. Like, I was just like, where have you been all my life? It just felt so natural, like everything felt so right. And since then I haven't looked back. I was like, nope, girls are for me. So it was just a matter of having somebody just to just bring it out of me, I guess. I don't know, because obviously it's been there, but I've never done anything about it. I've always like pushed it to the back of my mind. But nah, do you know what? It took me a long while actually before I started using toys. That's because, like, depends on the girl really and truly. Like, some girls are not comfortable using like all strap-ons, dildos, bullets, what have you, all them things there. So it depends on the girl. Like, for a lot of the time, like, well, really personally for me is that I like straight girls. Me personally, I was scared to tell anyone. Like, my friends were like, I didn't tell no one, and then they found out. They kind of covered out like, "These, you like girls?" And I was like, "Oh my god, what do I say?" And they're like, I was like, yeah. And they're like, "Why did you tell us that everyone knew?" Blah blah. It's kind of comforting when, you know, when you say it to someone, they're like, "We knew already. Why are you lying? Why did you lie to us?" So it's like, alright, cool. So you never know. People might already know that you're gay. So just be true to yourself. End of the day, you can't lie forever. So I just think it's hard to come out. Like, at the end of the day, it's like you've been hiding everything for how long, and then all of a sudden you just have to come up and say these things and you don't know what's gonna happen. But at the end of the day, truth is, you might lose some of your friends, your family might not appreciate it, but you know what, when you're honest with yourself, you can build everything right back up. If I'm serious with someone 100%, when I see this is my future, that's when I will introduce her to my parents, and this will be like, look, take it or leave it kind of thing. Eventually, your parents, that's your blood. You think they pushed you up for 9 months to just dash you away? It's gonna take a long time, but they have to get over it sometimes. So yeah, hopefully in the future they're like supportive of me. I mean, and you don't really want to lose your family over. So you don't really want to make that choice, you know, losing your family over someone you love. But I mean, hopefully I don't have to make that choice one day. But I hope my family does like support me one day. Being comfortable with who I am, so I'm not lying to myself. I'm actually being my own person and just doing it for me. The negative side is that obviously not everyone does understand it, and not everyone is open to it, and there are a lot of ignorant people who might not accept, you know, or understand why someone can like someone of the same sex. So it's like no one has ever personally came up to me and said, oh, I don't like you being gay, but it is what happens sometimes, and you know, sometimes it leads to violence. So yeah, that's the negative side of it.